Okay, so now we're all nice and level and everything's all stable. It's time to actually raise the roof, pull the bed ends out and set the whole camper up. There's a couple of different options here to whether you prefer it or not, or what the weather's doing. You've got these bed end flies, kind of like storm covers that go over the bed ends. I'll show you how they go up. If you put these out, it's entirely up to you, but for the video I'll show you how they work too. So first of all though, we'll go around, undo all the roof clips. There's 4 of them. Okay, so they're all done. Then, like bed ends here, I'll unzip those. Okay, it's important to do it now because once the roof's up, we can't reach them. Okay, just undo that. Before we cover everything up here too much, out of here, we need to get our roof winder handle, okay? And then we put this here back down again, because when the bed end comes out, otherwise it scratches up the top here. So, put that back down. Right. Roll that one out, and the back one. Okay, so now before this here covers everything up, this here is where we wind the roof up from, through this little hatch here. We just put this handle in here and we start winding. Okay, so to find out how far we have to wind up, around this side here is this green bit of cord. Okay, so we wind up until that's, you know, not too tight, just a little bit on there. Now, the next thing we can do is pull out the bed ends. So that's just pulling this here out all the way. Put that up there. Now, before this, you know, anyone jumps in here, we need to put a couple of braces under it. They're under the bed here. And they just go into the little triangle in the bottom of the bumper there. And then a bit at the shoulder. Slots into there. And then the main part of this part here, then what we do is actually also, the most important thing is we don't forget these. There's one in the back bed, there's one in the front bed, and they're our roof safety supports. So in behind here, we can take this piece out here. This pole then goes up beside these roof lifter bars, just in case a cable breaks or anything like that. It's a safety thing to support the roof, and then that there can just be done up. So we'll do the one on the front as well. Another thing I use these for too, because there's only 2 of these, they go on diagonal corners. So to make it all look pretty, yeah, I also use these here to just fix that up. So we'll put this one around this corner. So they're diagonal to each other. So I'll sort of fix that up first and then poke up the safety pole, and it all looks nice and neat and tidy. Now, pull out the front band. And again, there's 2 supports for it that hook on the front of the drawbar. For that. Now, once they're out, again, pull this here over. You just sit it on the corners. You don't do this up just yet, because it makes it too hard to get the roof support poles in. Sit that like that. Now, it's a good time to put the poles in for the bed fly, because before that roof comes up, we can reach up to the top there to put a pole in. Now, just around here, these here are marked front poles and rear poles. Okay, I'm trying to sort of make it as easy as I can, because there's a bit involved. So, in here, there's the 4 poles. Now, each pole, I've written on the top there where they sort of go, because I've also made it easier by putting a Jayco pen mark here, so that should be the pole height that you need. It's easy just to, that says front outer, so that's one of the outer ones. Front middle pole is a bit higher, so it's just there. That's another outer one. And then this is a centre pole. It's got a little hook on the end of it on one end and a hole on the other end. So that's already set at the right length because it fits in there okay. Now the other thing we need is our ropes, tents, pegs and our hammer. So we can lift this up now that the bed end's out. Grab our hammer, one bag for the front, one for the back. They're both the same. Okay. We empty that out. You got 3 ropes, 3 pegs. Now, this one here is the roof brace support pole here, so spreader bar. So that goes up here, and then it hooks in. It's definitely going to be hard to see for the video, but underneath there, right at the top, there's a little metal clip with a hole in it. And you clip that into there, then take the centre pole and one of the ropes, put that up inside here, through that hole there first, and then through the hole in the top of the bed fly. Rope on it, and then stick it up in the air. And then now you've got the other 2 to do. Again, just through the hole, rope on top. Stand that up. We'll put a peg out here somewhere. Okay, and then just tighten the ropes up a little bit. And now, basically go and do the exact same thing. Hit the back. You cap back on here so I don't lose anything. again, the one with the hook on it. Up underneath here, right up inside directly under the white top. There's a little bracket up there. There's our centerfold. And then once that's done, you can take these little black hooks, and then that just kicks that nice and tight around there. Okay. Now, time to head inside to fix up the roof for both the bed ends. To get inside the step here, there's a little lever on the side here, just lift that off, fold out the step, and the door. We've got the old welcome mat. Now inside here, under the mattress is this hockey stick pole. And now it goes into the little plastic clip there, and you basically just push that out. And then up the top here, takes a little bit of pressure, push that out, and then it just slides along there, and there's a bit of, make it all pretty. Now while we're here also, I guess you might as well lift up the pantry, and then there's a little hook, a clip inside that pushes a bar across there to stop this falling over in case someone pulls it, just under the bottom shelf to make it secure. Now the front bed's the same. Now once they're up, before anyone gets on the bed, we'll go outside and do up the Velcro around the outside. We didn't do it up earlier because otherwise it makes it very hard to get this pole in, plastic clip up here. But yeah, before anyone gets on there, especially kids, because if you roll out the side, you'll fall straight out onto the ground. And no one wants that to happen. So we just basically do that. It's all Velcroed underneath. And as you go around too, you can also use these here. They hook in under the roof clip. Hook them under there to keep that tight. Do up these front ones like we did on the back. Do all the Velcro off here, all the way around. Put there. No. Not this, these need to hook out the edge. Okay, now, next part, the door. We've only got half a door at the moment. So, if you come inside, go to the inside. Okay, now, so for the door, first of all, we close the bottom half. Now this is just a protective cover, I guess, to stop all this getting scratched up, because you picture it when the beds come in. This comes down, this basically sits on top of the bed. So we just take that off and store that until we pack the van up. Now, there's two clips up here. You just sort of hold the door, spin those out, the door will drop down, and it's like hinged. part here, so that flops down. Now you have to lift the door up. Probably show you if I lift the door up here. Now there's two locator lugs, one here and one on the other side. Now there's two holes in the bottom of each side here. You have to put those lugs match up to these holes. So you just lift that up so the hinge goes up, and then drop that down on top of those two holes, and just double check that they go in, because sometimes you need a bit of a jiggle and a wiggle. And then basically just the top part here just sort of snaps out, and there's two turnbuckles up here that you turn to lock that in place. There's a latch down here then to latch the top bit to the bottom bit. Close that, undo these couple of turnbuckles here, and presto, we have a door. Now, just to make it all nice and secure, weatherproof, the outside here velcro's on, and then there's also the inside here, velcro's on. So and there we go. Nice time. We've got our door there. You can lock the door just by turning the little latch there on the inside. Otherwise, you press the button and away you go. There's a blind here as well. Stop people looking at night time. So that's basically how you raise everything up and get it ready for the outside anyway for camping. Before you go on holiday.